You've probably all seen the preseason hurricane forecasts, predictions from hurricane scientists about whether or not the impending hurricane season will be a busy one. And we have great clues in the atmosphere to help us. But for the Atlantic basin, the forecast missed details about an important feature: the Gulf of Mexico, an incredibly active sub-basin of the Atlantic Ocean. Storms are more likely to form earlier in the season in the Gulf than in the Atlantic, and when the ocean temperatures in the Gulf are at their hottest, from August to October, the storm systems can utilize all this available heat energy and rapidly intensify. But perhaps most importantly, because the Gulf is almost entirely enclosed, these storms usually involve some sort of land impact. In 2020, Louisiana alone hosted 5 named storms. So that's why scientists from Louisiana State University have been trying to find a way to predict how many hurricanes will impact the Gulf. But up until now, there hasn't been a good way to do that. This team examined model records starting in 2012 to look for trends that might reveal ways to predict storms in the Gulf. First, they tried to look at all the traditional atmospheric indicators used by the existing seasonal storm forecast for the Atlantic, but they couldn't find any trends that would work. Instead, they noticed a correlation between the temperatures about halfway up the troposphere. That's the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere, so about 6 kilometers up. They then developed the model they used with data they gathered between 1979 and 2010, and they found that the average temperature of this area above the Gulf in May predicted accurately how many storms were likely to come through the Gulf from June to November, the typical storm season there. The model works a little better when predicting heavy storm seasons than average storm seasons. These new models for Gulf hurricane prediction can help governments plan disaster responses and mitigate the danger presented by hurricanes like Ida. And now, you're Science Smart. If you have a science question on your mind, send me a tweet and I'll try to get it answered.